Hi. As you're seeing all over the place, people are taking DNA tests and looking into their family history for all kinds of different reasons. I've decided to do exactly the same, but my story is quite different. I don't have the normal everyday mum and dad upbringing. I've never known my biological father. I was told I'm Portuguese. My father was on an island, and he had an affair with my mum, and I'm the result. But she came back to England from Portugal, and he died on the way over here. Yeah, okay. So I've heard that several stories several times now, and it's all right. People telling you stuff. There's all right. People saying providing documentation to say names of people and places of people, but are they really my father? I don't know. The only way for me to find this out is start by doing a DNA test. I don't have any DNA to compare it with. I don't have who I think is my dad. Let's snip his hair. Let's get him to spit in something and have a comparison. I don't have any of that at all. So what I've decided to do is I've gone online. I've seen popular DNA testing kits that you can go to, and they're going to link you into people that's in your gene pool, and hopefully by doing these DNA tests and linking in with people in my DNA pool, sorry, and having similar genes, that we're going to find something. Super scary, super excited. I was undecided for several weeks what to do, but it all started from my son. My son, he knows I'm his dad, thankfully. He was interested in his heritage, and because I couldn't give him the answers that he wanted to know from my father's side, because I don't know who my dad is, he went out secretly, did a DNA test, and the only time that I knew about it is when I saw the results. When I saw the results, it was like, wow, that is really, really interesting. Telling you from where in the world of people you're related to, bits about your heritage, and even names of people that you are related to, i.e., being cousins, brothers, sisters, second cousins, third cousins, distant relatives. Really, really interesting. Now, I've also got a cousin in New Zealand that's taken a DNA test also. Um, I don't really speak to her. I knew who she was. Had email addresses and things like that, but big age difference, 15 years age difference. So I thought the only reason she wasn't communicating was because of the age difference. But now, um, because of my son's DNA test showing a record of her in New Zealand, I made contact because it was really, really interesting. Been speaking only for 2 weeks, which has been really, really, really good. She is super excited that she did her own DNA test. My son's super excited that he's done his DNA test, and it seems to be super exciting to do the DNA test. Everybody's got their own reasons. I thought I'd record this as a journey and a diary for the pitfalls, the nice things and the bad things that's going to happen on this journey. I know everything's not going to be, a fairy tale. We're going to have a happy ending. We're going to find my dad. He's alive and he's like some king. He's some superhero. I don't have any preconceived ideas like that. What I am interested though is what secrets are going to come out. Why I don't know about my biological father. What's the real truth about it rather than what I'm being told. If you're interested, subscribe, as they will say, and put the bell. But no, more importantly is if you are deciding to go for it yourself, just wait a minute, wait a couple of weeks, see what the results are, see what information I find out, and then make a decision on whether you want to do something like that or not. It can be frightening. What you've got to bear in mind is you could approach people that don't have a clue about you. They don't know anything about you. You're just a complete stranger. You could approach people that they thought their mum and dad was their mum and dad, and yet they're not. Somebody's had an affair, and actually you're related to them out of an affair. So for 30, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, they thought their mum and dad was their mum and dad. You getting in contact with them has suddenly blown their whole world apart. These are the things that you need to think about before taking your test. I'm here to do the journey. I'm going to be open and honest with you guys, and let you know what happens. Really excited about what's going to happen. Nervous about what secret's going to come out. Are people going to ignore me when I contact them, or are they going to be into, yes, I found another relative. Wow, what's your story? I'm going to do several videos on this just to keep it going, to see what happens, because the real day is when my DNA results come in. I've already done my test. What I do is I've done a little video before of me spitting in the tube, just to prove that I am doing it and none of this is going to be fake. I'm not making anything up at all. I've got nothing to gain from it. I'm not interested. It's here to help people that are interested in doing their own DNA and to find out what's going to happen, because it is good seeing who you're related to, but it can be some fallout behind it. And do they know you? I don't know. Okay, bye.